Hey there, it's Sam talking about the week ahead. Quick little forecast. This week is going to show a big shift from planets out of Aries into Taurus. This is using, of course, the sidereal zodiac. Now, we've had a lot of planets in Aries for the last several weeks to a month. By Tuesday, I believe, Tuesday or Wednesday, Mercury, the Sun, Venus, and Jupiter will all be in Taurus, leaving just Ketu and Mars behind in Aries. In fact, by the following week, only Ketu will be in Aries, so Mars will have also moved. So we'll feel a big shift this week from Aries to Taurus energy, which really is going to show a connection to a more solid, stable, peaceful way of existence, sort of resolving ourselves to our situation and trying to really, nurture it and nourish it and get the best out of it. Taurus is really the sign where we go deeply into what gives us pleasure and happiness. It's the feminine, reflective quality of Venus. Venus is the planet that allows us to enjoy life. Venus is what makes the senses pleasurable. It makes food taste good. It makes sex feel good. It makes art beautiful and nature beautiful and just appreciating beauty. Taurus is the psychological, reflective nature of Venus, where we want to gather some of that and hang on to it. And so this, winds up connecting us to family and friends and situations so that we can build around ourselves a life of happiness. Now, key to that is something internal. And again, without it just sounding like a sort of slogan, inner peace, inner happiness, that's really what it amounts to. But the real key word for Taurus that I found is contentment. That's a really deep principle. In Indian thinking, it's called santosha. Santosha. One of the names of the Divine Mother is Santoshi Ma. Santoshi Ma, which is the mother who is always content, no matter what's happening. Inner contentment, inner peace. Taurus is about peace, contentment, fulfillment. Many times, especially as an astrologer, people want to know how their Venus is. They want more Venus stuff. Goddess Lakshmi. Lakshmi is shown dispensing coins, giving wealth and prosperity, and people want that part of it. But really, the deeper meaning of Venus and Goddess Lakshmi isn't the money. It's the fulfillment. Prosperity doesn't mean money, doesn't mean wealth. And actually, Jupiter is what gives enormous wealth. Jupiter is the giver of big wealth. Venus is the giver of contentment, prosperity, the feeling that we have enough, no matter what we have. Who wouldn't gladly trade wealth for contentment or prosperity? This is a huge principle. This is the yoga of astrology and of Venus. It's not about how much good you get, how much you get. And I could say it's about how much you give and all that, but no, it's okay to get. It's all right to get. We all want to get something, and we want it to be good. We want to enjoy it. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But contentment with what we have, which leads to something called gratitude. Now, this is the real culmination of Venus energy. This is why Venus is exalted in Pisces, a sign ruled by Jupiter, where we're happy for no reason, where we have enormous contentment and fulfillment. I talked recently about the Venus-Jupiter conjunction in Taurus brings that possibility to us. Now we have even more planets moving into Taurus, Venus and the Sun. And again, the ruler is there. So it's not just that they're in Taurus, but they're there with the ruler. So there's an enormous potential for contentment, peace, fulfillment, santosha for the next several weeks. So it's been a pretty trying time with all these planets in Aries where we're restless and we feel the pressure of a new cycle. Like, what am I going to create? What do I need to create? What can I create? What can I build? What can I do I have the courage to move forward? Are things moving forward? Am I doing it? And it's exciting, but it can also be draining, and it can lead to stress. So we're going to move into a place that's more about contentment, fulfillment, enjoyment. And that includes the people around you, finding your greatest value. That's another big Taurus keyword, value and values, in the people and in the situations that have supported you. Again, the feminine signs are related more to the past, where we've come. The masculine signs are related to the future, where we're going. It's a simple but deep framework. These simple but deep frameworks are pervasive in Vedic thinking. It's not like, oh yeah, there's that simple thing. It's not simple. Especially unless you're living it authentically, you haven't mastered it. Understanding this is the harmony of life, this is the rhythm of life. So, and it's okay that we're, the part of us that is moving into the future. That's what those masculine signs are about. That's why all those planets in Aries has us like, where am I going? Now it relaxes into the feminine. Oh, here's where I've been. So we start on a new course with Aries, but then we need to connect it to where we've been. So sink into that. So the first couple days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, the moon is in Gemini, which is a lot of intellect, curiosity, creativity, writing, communication. Then the moon goes Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. For the most part, the moon is in Cancer. Very emotional, psychological, feminine, reflective, and it's aspected by both Mars and Saturn. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, especially like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, especially Thursday and Friday could be quite restless because they're going to have an aspect from both Mars and the moon. Mars and Saturn. Mars and Saturn on the moon in Cancer. So it could be quite emotional and a lot of emotional restlessness on those days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday and then into Sunday, and the moon is in Leo. So interesting week ahead. Energy moving from Aries into Taurus, from the sort of pioneer, where am I going? I have the courage to live full on as an individual. Am I doing that, or am I stuck? Or, where am I going? The kind of pressure of Aries to, okay, here's where I'm going, but here's where I've been, and I need to make sure that I value what I've built, where I've come from, who I am based on where I've been. That's also important. So that's a big thing for this week. Give me some comments. Let me know how that works for you. Let me know how you're going to do this week. How are you going to transition from that Aries to that Taurus energy?